It's one that's set up for Huddlestone. Oh, and it ended up in the back of the net. James Chester got the touch. Well, it wasn't quite the route that they anticipated, but it's given Hull City, the underdogs, what could turn out to be a famous first goal. Wow, what a start!
Well, what a start for Hull. I mean, again, you can see Arsenal mainly marking zonally, and they've just completely left space on the edge of the box for the shot to come in. But I think Chester does remarkably well, because this comes at him so quickly, and all he does is redirect it, because the pace is already on it, and he just has to steer it. And it's out of Fabianski's reach. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that. And Arsenal just got caught cold and didn't defend it well.
That's Myler going for it. The set piece threatens to undo Arsenal again. Quinn, good play from him. And it's nearly two, and it is! It's Curtis Davis this time. The defenders are doing the job, and Arsenal have got no defence against them. This is the FA Cup, you better believe it.
Goal scorer for Hull City, number 6.
Arsenal have been flat-footed and asleep at the back. Myler almost beat Sanya, but doesn't Quinn do extremely well to get it back in? Fabianski does very well too to deal with Bruce's effort, and it just falls perfectly. The first one reacting is the skipper, Curtis Davis. It took a little deflection, the header as well, and caught the upright. It wasn't Fabianski, but he can do nothing about the follow-up again, because Davis is just perfectly positioned, and this is just a nightmare start. It brings back memories of Stamford Bridge and Anfield this season.
So it is the little Spaniard, Santi Cazorla! Arsenal 1, Hull 2. A classic free kick. And we're heading for a classic FA Cup final. Nothing McGregor could do about it.
Well, I wonder with the goalkeeper, because he set his wall up to guard the right post, and essentially he's got to look after the other side. Now, he's on that side and he should be dealing with it. The problem for him, and you see it so often, Martin, is he takes a step to his right. But even having done that, I still think he should have got a little bit more on this and helped it on its way. It's a poor lead from him. And even though it is a good free kick and well placed from Cazorla, I think Alan McGregor has helped his cause.
It's Cazorla's corner. And it's turned in from very close range by Laurent Koscielny. He's the one the Arsenal players jump on. It's another defender. And Arsene Wenger's team have come back from 2-0 down at Wembley.
Well, incredible as well that it's come from yet another set piece, and again I think the damage was done once Hull failed to win the first one. And Koscielny is fortunate in the fact that the ricochet fell really kindly for him. Hull are by now all looking at the ball. It comes off another Hull player to fall from, and all he's got to do is swivel, and even then I'm not sure the contact was great. It doesn't matter, he got something on it to get it to cross that line. And it's been improving from Arsenal since they made the change, and they're right back in it now.
Oh, it was a mistake. Rossignol into Davis. Ramsey crosses. Oh, and it's off the bar. A trademark header. And this was Giroud, got in front of McShane and battered it off the bar. No foul. It's an intentional move, I think Lee Probert thought. Arsenal win it back. And they've got plenty of players forward here. Wilshere. Here's Giroud. Oh, brilliantly taken. Absolutely brilliantly taken by Aaron Ramsey. He's got one right, and Arsenal finally lead deep into extra time. It looks as though, in the end, it's going Arsene Wenger's way. And it was a typical Arsenal goal.
Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 16, Ramsey!
But for so much of the game, he's had to bide his time, he's had to wait, and he's not made the adventurous running forward that we've seen so often from him this season. But he's been given much more freedom as the game has progressed. And just look at the little dart he made into the box, and the lovely little flick back as well by Giroud to find him. And that is just a peach of a strike.
Arsenal have their hands on a trophy again. They are winners of the 2014 FA Cup, even without the lid. Mata for Ramirez. Gets away from Jose Enrique. First chance is Chelsea's. First goal is Chelsea's. And Ramirez in the 11th minute.
Well, that's what he's been doing so well, Ramirez. Talked about it beforehand, his counter-attacking ability. One Mata does really well here, getting himself turned. And he just plays the ball. It's an excellent ball. Enrique sells himself. Then he can't get back. Aga can't get across. Pepe Reina thinks it's going to the far corner. And he hits it hard. He gets a hand on it, Pepe Reina. But he's got such energy, such pace for Ramirez. And that goal came out of nothing, just by Mata getting turned on the halfway line and playing the ball forward.
Terry, a lovely touch to Mikel. Sometimes forget what a good footballer technically John Terry is.
He's got two good feet as well, John Terry, right and left.
Lampard, spearing with some ease. Drogba makes space for the shot, he does! And Drogba, yet again at Wembley! He calls it his lucky ground, but there's no luck about that. It's sheer brilliance, sheer bravado. It's Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0.
Well, I talked earlier in the game about the combination between Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba pulling off between centre-halves and full-backs. What a pass it was also from Lampard here. He goes past the first challenge. He just pulls on the shoulder of the defender, Didier Drogba, and then he hits it between the legs of Skirtle into that far corner. Not too much he can do about it. The goalkeeper, Reina. Excellent finish. Skirtle's got to get tighter. Suddenly, Liverpool are up against it.
Suarez continuing to run. Basinga's got plenty of pace, but he's caught and he's given Carroll a chance here. Andy Carroll onto his strong side. Goal for Liverpool! They are back in it. And Carroll stepped up from the bench. He did very well, having decided not to have a swing at the ball when it first came to him.
This is all about Liverpool passing forward, running forward. There's a good tackle. He's not offside. That's good defensive work from Downing. Then Carroll gets away from John Terry, and the only place he's going to score is by lifting it high into the net. Because Czech goes down early. It's a really good finish from Andy Carroll. Gets away from John Terry. So good feet, and then he goes high into the roof of the net. Now we've got a game on.
Gerrard with a give and go with Suarez. To Glenn Johnson. It's a Suarez, it must be! Is it over the line? Celebrated by Andy Cole, but no goal. It seemed as though he must score. Suarez has gone across to the assistant. Andy Garrett.
My first thought is that's a goal. That was my first view. Look at the great angle here on the halfway line. Looks like it's a brilliant save from Petr Cech, no matter what. What a pass it was. Just It's flipped into the far post. Andy Carroll gets up well. Oh. No, it's a great save. What a brilliant save from Petr Cech. Absolutely brilliant from the goalkeeper. Carroll does everything right. He puts power in it. He comes to the far post.
But Chelsea win at the new Wembley yet again. The 4th FA Cup in 6 years here. Di Matteo has his double as playing winner and now managing winner. For Drogba, he scored in 4 finals. Jimmy Armfield waiting for the moment. Blue is the colour in this season's FA Cup, and very much Chelsea is the name.
That was Parker, and this is Stewart. Now, as Nigel Clough went forward there for the first time, the man tracking him is number 5, David Howes, and that may be a Tariq Venables' tactical ploy, but that's certainly a tough first challenge, to say the least. And Gascoigne walks away, and the player on the ground is Gary Parker.
Paul Gascoigne definitely did, I thought, a little bit unnecessarily follow through, but the first couple of minutes you always get a few hefty tackles, as you see, as it comes through, and it was even worse than I thought. Followed through and into, looks like the stomach, in fact, of Gary Parker, and no wonder he's doubling up, and that is the side of Paul Gascoigne I hope we don't see.
A longer one this time, and there is Sedgley, and Lineker was in there. It was hooked away by Chettle from behind the goalkeeper, and Sedgley has a shot. Well, Forest had men back there, and Mark Crossley was pleased about it, because the ball went behind him as Lineker tried to get in, and there was good cover. Chettle notably was there for Forest, as Lineker forced the ball past the keeper. Number 5, Chettle, clears. Glover. Oh, that's a good little ball. Gary Charles was well forward.
Definitely about there's an injury there. Paul Gascoigne, who was the one who lunged for Gary Charles. Gary Charles, for me, could be very much a key player, because the way Howes is shadowing Clough, Spurs haven't got anyone out wide, and he can make these sort of runs here. Paul Gascoigne, I mean, it's a terrible tackle. I mean, you know, mistimed, he was never going to get the ball, and very rash, and he's hurt himself doing it, and it's not his strongest point, and we've had 2 now bad challenges from him, although he's settled down, keeping possession in his normal manner, and he's enjoying the fact that he's not in fact got a man marker on him today.
Just seeing this again, I think we have to ask the question here, Trevor, if that had been any other player than Paul Gascoigne, with his second defence of the match, should he have had the yellow card, or will Roger Milford speak to him when he gets up?
Well, it doesn't matter who the player is. It was a bad tackle, and you know, I've seen people booked for less than that, and the fact that it was the second one, and I think the one in the opening minute looked worse the second time we looked at it. That one looked bad right from the off, and as it happens, it's Paul Gascoigne who's come off worse than Gary Charles, but I would think he'd have to be very close from the next time round to go in and being shown a yellow card, although he looks as if he's struggling a little bit as he gets on his feet.
Oh, it's in! What a splendid shot by the Forest captain to give Brian Clough's team the lead in the cup final. And what Gascoigne did in the semi-final against Arsenal, Pearce produces against Tottenham in the final. Superbly driven, Gascoigne still hobbling after giving away the free kick, from which Pearce puts Forest into the lead. It's the perfect strike with the left foot. There's an almost subdued feel about Wembley at the moment, as though the injury has taken the edge off everybody's anticipation and enjoyment. One hopes it'll only be temporary, but it was a shattering blow for Tottenham, and it may indeed have... as Lineker catches Chettle on the wrong side for a moment there. Following up here is Samways. That's Allen's touch, offside. Offside. Gary Lineker put the ball in the net, but the linesman on the near side is flagging. It won't stand. The Spurs fans thought they'd equalised, so did some of the players, but there was a flag, and it was up pretty sharpish too. This is Paul Allen who makes it possible. Now, well, if you're level, you're onside, and I thought when Allen actually played the ball, Lineker had a case for saying he was on. And they've got 5 forwards up here. Glover, number 10, Ian Wone again. Oh, chances here, Gary Crosby was free. Storsvek saves, and what an opportunity for Forest to have gone 2-0 up. Eric Torsvek gets the credit for the save, but Crosby will see it as a chance missed. Well, Gary Crosby, I had to just remind myself, did score in the semi-final from precisely that position, the first goal against West Ham, so he could hardly be blamed for trying to put it past the keeper again. That's Samways, looking for Lineker. They need support, Tottenham here, coming up. Here is Samways again, taking over the main role in midfield. Naeem. Hits Chettle, Samways. Hits Chettle again, Naeem. David Howell's waiting in the area now as the cross comes in. Paul Allen!
Good save by Crossley, good build-up by Spurs. They had to hold it up because Gary Lineker broke for a while by himself. People joined, and eventually the cross came right over from Naeem, and Stuart Pearce just caught 3 or 4 yards inside him, and it was a good diving header. It's one of those, I think, Crossley, you either hold on to or they fly past you into the net. On that occasion, he held on to it.
Stewart. Oh, it's a good ball to Lineker. A real opportunity here for Tottenham. Penalty. Now, what does the referee do about the goalkeeper? Lineker has been brought down by Crossley. Spurs have a penalty, but in the Football League this season, referees have been sending goalkeepers off if they call it a deliberate foul to prevent a goal-scoring opportunity. I don't think he should be sent off, because I think the penalty is a just enough punishment for an incident like that, and I hope the referee agrees with me. But Gary Lineker is the man who takes the Tottenham penalties, and now on his shoulders, shades here of the World Cup. And Crossley has saved it, and follows Dave Besant as a goalkeeper who saves a penalty in an FA Cup final. Extraordinary. Went round the goalkeeper, was brought down, took the kick himself, and here's 21-year-old Mark Crossley making a superb save. That's going to go down in Wembley folklore. Here's Chettle. Rowan into Clough. That's a good return ball. And the back pass is a bit short, and here's Keane, and hooked away by David Howells. Roy Keane close for Forest. And Spurs glad to see that scrambled away by their number 5. Just got a quick shot of Paul Walsh there. But here's Paul Allen, and Paul Stewart with a chance for Spurs. And the equaliser! Paul Stewart scores, and Spurs are back in the cup final. Naeem got the ball across to Paul Allen, who really made inroads there. Lineker was one side of him, but Stewart was the other. And Stewart, coming in from the angle, drives that with great accuracy and venom past the right hand of Crossley and into the far corner. And Paul Stewart, who scored Spurs' first FA Cup goal at Blackpool in the 3rd round. Vandenhouw. Here comes Walsh. That's looping a bit! Hit the bar! Extraordinary! From Paul Walsh, who can't believe his luck. The goalkeeper's injured. But this was a real looper from the left side by Paul Walsh over Crossley against the crossbar, and the keeper hurt as he fell behind the line.
There he is, above Gary Charles. Mark Crossley caught the near post, having to backpedal. He's never going to get the touch to it. Hits the crossbar, and as you see, his side, his back crashes into the far post. And the magic spray, whatever that might be, not having much luck at the moment.
In goes Stewart. Oh, a chance at the far side. It's in! An own goal, I think.
I think it was Des Walker actually got the last touch.
It went in off a Forest player. And Spurs are in the lead for the first time in this cup final from the corner. And Des Walker has the misfortune to put the ball in his own net to give Tottenham the lead. But Paul Stewart, probably one of the fittest men around today, he's found Naeem. That was a bad challenge. That was Steve Hodge, and Roger Milford, who just picked up somebody's shin guard, throws that away and goes to his pocket for the first time this afternoon. This is going to be the first booking of the FA Cup final, and it goes to Steve Hodge, the substitute, showing frustration against his former club. Actually, it is his second offence, Steve Hodge, and I think that may be the reason why Roger Milford shows him the yellow card. Here's Walsh, and there it is. Tottenham Hotspur have won the FA Cup for a record 8th time, and Brian Clough has failed at his 34th attempt with Des Walker's own goal, unluckily for him, being decisive in extra time. Terry Venables triumphant at the end of a season when there has been so much backroom turmoil. The Tottenham chairman taking the congratulations, and Walker takes the commiserations. Spurs have won the FA Cup for a record 8th time.
Amazingly, the clubs first met 42 years ago in the FA Cup. City were, as they are now, a power in the land. Wigan were a non-league team. They only lost 1-0. Almost as great an underdogs today as they were then. And here's Alcaraz, whose return could be important for Wigan, just to how well that damaged hamstring stands up. Aguero. Maybe for a shot against the first goal for him. Maloney. He's done very well under pressure here. Here's Konak. Espinosa on the gallop down the left-hand side. It's a lovely ball into McManaman's stride. He's got a chance here. First chance of the final. And he was trying to just bend it inside that far post.
Well, it was brilliant play from McManaman in the first place. On the halfway line, he had to work for his space. Then he switched it out to Koné. Once Koné pulled it inside, fullback Clichy doesn't get round on the cover. Stasic doesn't get tight enough. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Could he have got the shot away with his right, but then he doesn't get it out of his feet. Gets it stuck under his feet, and that's why he can't get the whip on it that he required. But a good bit of play from the wide right player.
There's Sami Nasri. Silva. Carlos Tevez thought the goal was gaping for him. Joel had other ideas.
That's better from Manchester City. Not good defending by McArthur there. The run of Clichy. There's the cutback. Tries to go back across the goalkeeper. Brilliant combination play, but a great save from Joel with his trailing leg.
I think they hadn't won a major piece of silverware for 35 years. They won the FA Cup, Premier League, and here they are, favourites to win the FA Cup again, although it's not been favourites on what we've seen so far. They've done very well. I just wonder why Roberto Mancini is being seen as someone that they can afford to get rid of, if that is the case. But here is Espinosa, down he goes, and Andre Mariner says, I'm not going to give it. And the Wigan fans are watching from a long way away, most of them anyway, happy.
dive.
Went late, didn't he?
Zabaleta shouldn't go to ground here. He's got every chance of us catching, but the dive in the end. That's absolutely right.
Tevez with time to turn. Now Toure. Play by Kone. And Alcaraz had made the block, joining in. A chance here for McManaman to use his pace. He's in for Wigan. It's a difficult angle. Can he set up anyone? Will go the goal himself. What a goal it would have been. One or two in particular. We were thinking they might have been teed up sometime in that amazing run from Callum McManaman.
What a great run it was. We talked about he looked as though he lacked pace out on that right hand side when he went for one ball. There he beat Stasic. I think he does the right thing here. Too many other options on. He could have played it back.
Nasri winding up, beaten away by Joel. A very good first half when called upon. Very tightly hubs it. He's the goalkeeper who plays in the Premier League games these days. Sometimes wonder when the underdogs play so well and don't score, whether they will look back on that first half as a missed opportunity. City haven't really into their silky stride. McManaman finally goes outside him. Zabaleta might well get a caution here. Does. Took one for the team.
There was a couple of passes on. Had he got to the ball, McManaman?
Milner. And it's gone across the face of the goal. And in the end, Wigan survived that. With David Silva coming in, Zabaleta involved. So Barry giving it away. Kone, McManaman, right man, right place. Can he go all the way? Across comes Zabaleta. He's got to go. Manchester City are in trouble here. Company feeling that McManaman made too much of it, but I don't think he's got grounds for that. The second yellow for Pablo Zabaleta.
Why oh why did he go to ground? There's no way I think McManaman would have got there in the end. Does he get to the ball first? Yes, he does. And there's no question about it. It's a foul, and a poor one from Zabaleta. He cannot go to ground here. He knows he's being booked.
Which Maloney takes. And it's in! It's Ben Watson! It's Ben Watson for Wigan Athletic! They've surely won the FA Cup! For Dave Whelan, for Roberto Martinez! You just cannot write scripts like this.
What a ball it was into the box. Ben Watson. Man City are trying to zonal mark, but nobody attacks the ball. Ben Watson makes his run to the near post. Rodwell has to be guarding that near post there. He has to be another 2 or 3 yards. Clichy has to be another 2 or 3 yards. You can't allow players to run across the front. But what a leap, and what a good technical header it was from Ben Watson.
Kone chases. Wigan have done it! Unbelievable for Dave Whelan, for Roberto Martinez. Tough to take for Mancini and his men. The late goal has made Ben Watson a hero here. The man with the ginger hair got his head to the corner. Manchester City then down to 10 men with Zabaleta sending off. But Wigan certainly deserved it. It's Wigan Athletic's FA Cup, yes. Wigan Athletic.
Steve Harper with the kick, launched towards Alan Shearer, but a ball for Solano. Schmeichel, just for a moment then, I thought he'd lost his grasp on it. Sweetly struck by Solano.
Well, it's a good strike from Solano, and Peter Schmeichel, a bit unorthodox, doesn't catch it cleanly, and gets it in the second attempt.
It's a very sad sight for Manchester United fans as Roy Keane troops dejectedly off. On comes Teddy Sheringham. The league champions going for a best ever third double. No one has ever done it before. Andy Cole, good play by him. Here's Sheringham. That was neatly done too, and it's Scholes sliding it on to Sheringham! Oh, what an entrance from Teddy Sheringham! He's only been on the field a couple of minutes. That is some impact.
Well, Sheringham started it, Andy finished it, and it was a tremendous move. He actually went through Steve Harper's legs in the end as he came out, but I mean, it was all... Teddy Sheringham showed composure on the ball, always knew what he... Good play by Cole in the first place. I'm not sure that was meant for Teddy Sheringham, but a wonderful touch. Ball lined up, and I'm not sure that Steve Harper really should have come there. But just watch here as a delightful ball from Paul Scholes. Harper comes through his legs. I think Harper possibly just showed his inexperience rushing out there, and the defender possibly might have dealt with it better.
Here is Solano, he's hit it well, not quite well enough. Remember, Diego Maradona was always praising Solano when he went back to Boca Juniors for a while for training Maradona. He was calling him the little maestro from free kicks.
Well, Schmeichel always had that covered, I think. He was very, very calm, walked across as though he was just waving to somebody on a shopping trip. But it wasn't that far away, was it?
Up by Chabet, was Beckham. Now then to Gary Neville. The flick on was from Sheringham, from Solskjaer rather. More danger then for Newcastle. Giggs. Sheringham trying to hook it across. Finally away, but only as far as David Beckham. Solskjaer. Cole! Is this going to be another one? Oh, hooked away from almost under the crossbar. He's asked to the rescue. I think he's hurt himself in the process.
Steve Harper coming again, and Andy Cole doesn't quite make good contact with it, otherwise it would be 2-0.
United leading by a goal to 0. But here's Kitspire now for Newcastle. Didier Domi. Kitspire again. He's got Hamann to his right. This is Hamann. Away from Scholes, still Dietmar Hamann. Great stop by Schmeichel. It's squirmed away from him, too hot to handle. Well, that's the danger to Manchester United when Dietmar Hamann is in that kind of striking position.
Well, he is. He works the move very well himself, strikes it well, and that's a very, very good save by Schmeichel.
Shearer. How dearly he would love to hold that trophy aloft come the end of today's final. It means so much to him as a Geordie. Manchester United fans, of course, have never forgiven him for choosing Newcastle ahead of their team. Neville's cross, great 1-2 for Sheringham! Fabulous ball in at Sheringham with that darting header on the end of the cross.
You can see, look at Gary Neville saying, this is coming to you, Teddy, come towards that near post, exactly what Teddy does, just can't direct it. But it's a wonderful ball in by Gary Neville, and there's loads of power from Teddy Sheringham, but just can't get it onto target.
Domi, who won the French Cup last season with Paris Saint-Germain. Shearer almost worked it in then to Ferguson. There is a new zest about Newcastle now. You're tempted to ask why they didn't start with Ferguson, but he isn't fully fit, remember that. Here's Giggs now looking to show his acceleration. But Davizas was quick too on his defensive mettle. Not the best of clearances though. He's put his teammates in trouble. That's Sheringham to Scholes! An aberration by Davizas, and it's gifted a second goal to United. Scholes, the master goal poacher, strikes again.
Well, it was just as Newcastle started to take a little bit of control, but it's terrible play from Davizas there. And then it's a wonderful layoff yet again by Teddy Sheringham, and how many times have we seen Paul Scholes score goals from that sort of area? Bags of space, keeps it low, drills it past Harper, gives him no real chance. but it was in the corner where the mistake was made. It was a ball, really. There was no problem whatsoever. David House could have played it to safety and they could have got reorganised, but he played the ball back into midfield, and there we see what happened from the end of it.
Griffin to Lee. Shearer looking to attack. Gets Bayer away from Schmeichel. Oh, what a clearance from David May. Fantastic reactions there to deny Bayer a goal.
Well, that's Peter Schmeichel panicking there, and I'm not too sure if that didn't hit the post. Yes, I mean,
it did.
May was beaten, but it just hit the outside of the post there.
Giggs. Thunderous shot on the right foot of Ryan Giggs. Well, he delivered the goal of this and perhaps any other season in the semi-final. This wouldn't have been a bad one either.
Well, if that would have gone in, that would have definitely rivaled the one in the semi-final, because that's a tremendous strike. There's no way the keeper's going to save it. It looks at one stage it's going in. Well, Ronnie Johnson just move into the middle of the field there and just secure the win, really. That's obviously what Alex Ferguson is happy to do now. They've got themselves into that winning position, do nothing silly, and hit them on the break like this.
Giggs might go all the way through, still Giggs. And Sheringham! Such quick thinking, and he clipped the top of the crossbar.
Well, that was delightful, wasn't it? I mean, Giggs wins it, they're on the break, he waits his time, thinks about a shot, lays it to Sheringham, and look at that thing. Steve Harper, no chance whatsoever, and so unlucky this doesn't end in the back of the net.
Griffin. No outlet for him down this right side. There was Ferguson through the middle, though. Marriage up with him. This is Marriage. It was a wonderful opportunity, and it's passed him by.
Well, they're not going to get a better opportunity than that. Those supporters know it. Maybe that was the chance that might have brought them back into the game. It's a delightful piece of skill to create the opportunity for himself there. The goal opens up and he slides it wide.
A magnificent season has been for Manchester United. It's 2 down and 1 to go. United chasing a unique treble at home and in Europe have completed the League and Cup double for the 3rd time. The first team ever to do so. First in 94, then 96. And now in the last FA Cup final of the 20th century, they have added success here at Wembley to the league title. The celebrations are on the way. For Newcastle, well, it's another disappointment. Beaten last year by Arsenal, now Manchester United have proved too strong as well. Much better showing from Newcastle this year. At least they can take comfort from that. But it's another marvellous day for Alex Ferguson's team, for whom the success story simply goes rolling on. Their 10th FA Cup win. The 4th time they won it in the 90s alone.
Roy Keane will lead the team up. Peter Schmeichel took the captain's armband off him when Keane went off, but Keane is the man smiling at the end of this week. Well, he's a strong lad, and it's just as well, because he's going to have to lift a lot of trophies.
There he goes.
The FA Cup.
You beauty, I think he said there. Lovely moment.
On the day, rather lucky in truth to come through against West Brom, who took the game to them at every opportunity. Just as Parry's doing here. Almost a hit there that he might have had his shirt tucked as well, as James came out very, very quickly.
Well, a super save from James here, because Sol Campbell is caught totally the wrong side of the defender here. Played down the side of him. He's not going to get to it, and it needs David James to come out and get that block on him.
Parry is the joint leading scorer for Cardiff this season with 11 goals. Whittingham! Deflected, but wide! What an escape there for Portsmouth. Peter Whittingham. the flag might have been up anyway.
That's a super opportunity, and in fact it's come off parry, that's why it's gone for a goal kick.
Yeah. But now a chance for Portsmouth to retaliate. Ken Johnson may be waiting for Sol Campbell to make his way forward and join Kanu up top. And Tucker is in there and Sylvain Distin, the other central defender, along with Campbell. Montari has bent it in. The keeper had to respond. Kanu! Couldn't flick it over his head.
Well, all that possession came from that free kick from Montari, wasn't it? It certainly was a good free kick, but certainly I'm not sure what Enkelman was doing there. He could have caught it, there was nobody around him, decided not to, and didn't even get a good parry on it. A little bit of sign of nerves there, didn't know whether to come or not, decided to come, and then was very, very lucky to get away with it, because it's not a good parry, and on a bad day for you, that header goes in the net.
Hasselback now has given it away to Mendes. Now it's Diarra. A chance for Pompey here to launch an assault. Kratchar. Montari's ahead of him. This is Horidason. Now Montari, good ball in for Kanu. Danger here, still Kanu. Surely, no! Off the post! What an opportunity there. Some wonderful, wonderful footwork. And it deserved a goal, but he couldn't just stroke it home.
He can't believe it, can he? Wonderful move down this left-hand side here. Horidason just slides a ball in there. And now the magic of Kanu. Quick feet, so it looks like he doesn't care. But it looked like he didn't care when he tried to put it in the net as well. But certainly wrong-footed the central defender, took it round Enkelman, no problem. And the goal's there gaping at him. How can he not score? But somehow he doesn't.
Well, it was a brilliant ball from Montari that found him, and Harry Redknapp can't believe it either. He had to score. Utaka. Diarra. He's got wonderful control. Utaka now. Maybe a chance to show that pace. Options in the middle with Kanu and Kratchar. And Montari. Enkelman half saved it, but it's turned in. Kanu has got it this time. It was a fumble, I'm afraid, by the keeper. And Kanu, who missed an absolute sitter earlier on, has made amends.
Well, to be fair, it's been coming. Enkelman hasn't looked confident right from the start. Utaka out on that far side, just kept hold of the ball, kept trying to get a little bit of space to get round Capaldi there. Eventually there, he just creates half a yard for himself, drives it in. That's a poor parry from Enkelman. And of course, Kanu has seen all the game that he keeps parrying and blocking things. And that's another simple goal for him here at Wembley, exactly like he got in the semi-final.
From about the same distance too. It has to go down as an offensive mishap. It's the first goal that he personally has conceded at the FA Cup this year. Enkelman having arrived on loan from Blackburn. And got all the way through and came off Johnson in the end. Corner to Cardiff, looking to strike here and equalise just before the break. They're not going to have too long. Campbell keeping a watchful eye on Johnson. James came but didn't quite collect. And then it's Lubens! No, the whistle had already gone. That will not count. Dismay, despair for Cardiff. But I clearly heard the whistle, even in this incredible noise at Wembley today. Foul on the keeper?
Well, it must have been for a free kick then, because certainly David never had both hands on the ball after that initial incident, because we couldn't hear it there. Certainly he was not, but he only had one hand on the ball anyway. And I think, to be fair, it was a handball there, possibly.
After that, yeah.
I think that's probably what it's been called for.
James stays on his line. Side netting. The Cardiff fans are off out of their seats there in celebration of a goal.
Well, obviously Roger Johnson thought there that it was headed against, in fact it was headed onto the back of Sol Campbell, I think, when and therefore that's why Johnson was moaning. There it goes off the back of Sol Campbell's head, and Johnson can't believe the linesman over the far side didn't see that.
That was McNaughton losing out. Montari, good touch. But he couldn't keep it going then, so here's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbeck. Very quickly closed down by Distan. He's the player's choice of player of the season at Portsmouth. It's a lovely flick there by Crackchart. It could be in here. Canu! Oh! It just squirted wide there by a deflection. It should have been two, really, for Portsmouth.
Well, wonderful play here again by Diarra. Plays it out there, good back heel by Crankjar. He just picks out Cano here and really miskicks it. He doesn't make good contact with it. If he does, I think he scores.
Yeah. Enkelman's cut for it. Parry lost control. Diarra. Now Montari. He's hit it well! Only just over there. Really can't strike a ball from distance.
And he's got a deadly left foot there, and certainly he got right through that ball there, but Enkelman in goal watched it all the way and was very confident. He was right in line with it. He always thought that was going over, never made any great attempt to get to it. He was confident it was always rising and not going to dip beyond him.
Nugent now on the prowl here and forcing the save. He got his angles right that time, Peter Enkelman.
Well, to be fair to Nugent, he got himself in that position there. He couldn't see anything else that was on. He thought, well, I'll have a pop. Enkelman maybe not been in the best of form and forced him into another parrying save.
And bring it back across the box again. David James underneath it. And clinging on for dear life. Barros right upfield here. And it's Pompey Giants of Wembley joy, 69 years on from their last FA Cup final. This famous old club have at last another triumph to celebrate, and Harry Redknapp, in his first experience of a major occasion, is a Wembley winner. Canu, man of the match, the only goal of the match. Well, they've shown ambition today, and they have their reward. Sol Campbell, an FA Cup winner in the past with Arsenal, and now about to lift the trophy for Portsmouth, a team he joined 2 seasons ago, and many thought maybe his career was all but over then. Far from it. Sir Bobby Robson, today's chief guest of honour, about to hand it over to him, and you can just imagine the response it's going to get. Scenes of utter jubilation away to our right here at Wembley. Packed Wembley Stadium today, and for Portsmouth it is a moment they will never ever forget as they pass the trophy along the line. And as you say, Ray Clements alongside me here, just about deserving it on the day, but my word, Cardiff gave them a fight. Now Scaloni has made a run down that right side, well synced too by Ashton. Harewood wants it in the middle. Oh, it's an own goal! Enough Jamie Carragher, and West Ham have taken the lead. A sudden break, and Jamie Carragher, of all people, was in the wrong place at the right time as far as West Ham are concerned.
Well, look at this ball from Dean Ashton. That is a fantastic ball, it really is. He waited, Carragher had to play it because he wasn't sure Rayner was going to get it, but this pass is inch perfect. Scaloni drives it in across the box there. Carragher has to go for it, and unfortunately for him, just with the outside, he misses it with his right foot, it hits his left foot, and then goes in.
It was Benitez who moved Carragher back into central defence. He had been playing at right back prior to that. It's been a big success. Etherington teasing Herpia. Oh, testing Rayner, who lost it, and it's in! From Dean Ashton! Unbelievable! And West Ham are 2 goals up against Liverpool in the FA Cup final.
Well, it's amazing. It's the 2 players that have been talked about all week. Who would they play, would they not? The ball comes up, it's Ashton that flicks it on. Etherington there just turns Herpia, tries a shot. That's a ball that Reina 9 times out of 10 gobbles up. Dean Ashton takes the chance, follows it in, and it's a simple tap in for him. But Ashton shot through legs, and Dean Ashton, well, what a contribution he's made to the game so far.
Xabi Alonso onto Kuhl. Brought down then, was he, by Fletcher? He was. Free kick to Liverpool. He says, look, I won it fairly. Not according to Alan Wiley, he didn't. Half an hour gone, and it's a scoreline that takes some believing. But his crotch! Offside. Flags up. Down beneath me. Gerrard took that free kick very quickly. Almost caught West Ham out. But Crouch was offside. Yeah,
it was very, very close. It certainly was. But certainly that caught West Ham napping. They'd gone to sleep, and Gerrard saw that Crouch was at that far post.
Now Finnan and Gerrard. It's a lovely ball as well for Cisse! It's there this time.
Well, as they say, game on. That certainly was a great ball in from Finnan. And certainly as Cisse gets round the back of Solanko and knocks it in right. It's a great volley. He's still got a bit to do when it arrives at him, but gets the other side of Scaloni there. Scaloni doesn't know he's there, and it's a great volley from Cisse. Here we go. No chance for Hislop, but what a game we've got on our hands now.
They are such an adventurous, positive team, West Ham. It's been their approach all season. Ashton lining up a strike, and it was only just the wrong side of the post.
Well, again, people talk about Dean Ashton that he isn't the quickest in the world, but what a good football brain he's got. He just steers that ball away from Risa, gets it onto his favourite right side there.
Etherington, are they prepared at the back for Harewood? Arriving on the scene, then Benayoun as well! Almost skipped free. And Reina to the rescue there for Liverpool. There's the save again from Reina.
Yeah, when you see that save again by Reina, it was two saves really. When Harewood had the first shot, Reina just stuck out his right foot and managed to make the save, and then he got back and made another good block.
His route to goal was blocked for a moment anyway. Goes Crouch, in comes Gerrard! It certainly wasn't blocked the second time, and they are back on level terms in this thrilling cup final. 2-2.
Well, wouldn't you know it if anybody was going to score? You know, right from the kick-off, Gerrard has shown his intention. Lovely ball in. Crouch at the far post there, knocks it back, and there's Gerrard unmarked. Midfield, West Ham midfields don't follow his run in, and it just bounces up from lovely. Watch him appear in the picture there as he comes in. No West Ham midfield player near him. Carl Fletcher hasn't followed his run, bounces up lovely for him. Shaka Hislop, no chance whatsoever.
Now Konchesky lending his support down the left. Oh, it's in! Paul Konchesky has conjured up an incredible goal. Did he mean it? Was it a cross? Was it a shot? He doesn't care right now. It's a goal for West Ham, and they are back in front in this extraordinary, exhilarating final.
Well, I can't believe he meant that. I think he was aiming for Harewood, who was peeling off to the far post. But it caught Reina again. You see Harewood pulling off to the far post. I'm sure that's where he's looking. He's miscued it slightly. Reina's off his line. He can't adjust his feet quickly enough. And we see the finish in the back of the net. I think he looks up there, looks at Harewood, and it comes off the outside of his foot. And Reina is totally in the wrong position and can't readjust. He's bound to be feeling the pace of this game because it is being played at a fast and hectic pace.
Rio Coca! Cisse again. And it's gone wide from Morientes.
You just feel at this moment that Liverpool are starting to run out of ideas. They're having a lot of possession, playing in front of West Ham's middle five, but not really creating anything.
And back on West Ham throats again. That's Risa, tossed it towards Morientes. And then Gerrard! Oh! Oh, goodness me! What a strike from Steven Gerrard! I told you, don't write them off.
Well, that's something. This game has had absolutely everything.
Captain Fantastic or what?
Oh, what a strike. I mean, 5 minutes before he was hobbling, he was struggling with cramp, and it just dropped to him, and he's obviously made his mind up. Right, this is going in the net or it's going in the stand. I'm just giving it everything I've got left. And he struck it perfectly. Hislop, no chance. He's 35 yards out. It's flown in that back corner. What a strike. And I just don't know what else can happen in this game now, because we've seen it all.
Sheringham. Only as far as Reeser. Letting fly! And it was not far away then from the Norwegian. 3 goals, remember, in the earlier rounds. 3 crackers as well.
Well, when the ball comes out to him, West Ham can't get to him quick enough. He has time to assess what he's going to do, and that is inches away from going in that top corner.
For Herpier, but not finding him. But here's Herpier now, the Finnish international. Oh, Sami Herpier!
Well, that would have been everything. And any forward would have been pleased with that tight little turn. He looked to be in a corner as it's knocked out here. He looks to be in all sort of problem. He surely can't turn. He's turned inside out, knocked it onto his right foot, and that's inches away.
Yossi Benayoun to whip this one in. Rayner across all the bar of the post, and then wide by the limping Marlon Harewood.
Oh. Well, I mean, Rayner's not. Did he get a touch on that? But Harewood, he just can't adjust. He's struggling for his life with the injury. Just cannot adjust here. It's gone off the back of Harewood's head in the first place.
He didn't dream, I'm sure, that he would be in this kind of situation. Hamann against Hislop and scores eventually. Bobby Zamora, oh, he saved it! Well, he has such a reputation for keeping out penalty kicks, and he's come up with another blinding stop here. Pepe Reina.
That was a tremendous save. He's taken a step forward, but he's got to really stretch into that bottom corner. And it's a good penalty, to be fair.
Here comes Herpier. Oh, that's been saved as well.
Well, that really was a tired penalty, if ever I've seen one.
Eyes staring, focused, and he scores. Konchesky. Rayner again. I'm not sure he was right back on his line. Alan Pardew fears the worst. John Arnaisa, the spotlight is on him now. Confronting him is Shaka Hislop. But it was too strong from Risa. 3-1.
Straight down the middle.
It's Ferdinand. Saved again by Rayner. And Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Pepe Reina may not have had the best of days in the match itself, but goodness me, he has been a hero in the penalty shootout. And it's Liverpool's day after all. A year ago held aloft so excitedly the European Champions League trophy. Now it's the FA Cup, another proud moment for this magnificent player. The heartbeat of the Liverpool team, a hero for the red half of Merseyside. And the FA Cup is back in Liverpool hands for the 7th time. Ryan Robson, I wonder what's going through his mind now. It's been such a roller coaster ride for Middlesbrough this season. Now he'll be looking to the incomparable talents of Juninho to lift the Middlesbrough players. Emerson, well, he maybe lost a few admirers last weekend when he stormed off, when he was substituted during that final league game. But he says he's up for it this afternoon. And no one, he claims, wants to win it more than he does. Mark Hughes, his 5th FA Cup final. Ruud Gullit, the first foreign coach to take charge of an FA Cup final team. Well, the endless transfer speculation surrounding the overseas contingent certainly won't have aided Middlesbrough's cause. It's bound to have an unsettling effect, especially the news that Juninho wants to leave to safeguard his international future. That's all behind them for the moment, as Middlesbrough get us underway, attacking from right to left. Will Ruud Gullit then crown Chelsea's excellent season by becoming the first foreign coach to win a major trophy in England? Or will Middlesbrough, so beleaguered by recent setbacks, defy the odds to become the first team to take home the FA Cup in the same season that they've been relegated? Here's Juninho. One is for Chelsea. Rolled on to Di Matteo. As Hughes moving an angle run ahead of him and open up some space. No! And a goal! Oh! Fantastic start! Roberto Di Matteo! Inside 45 seconds.
Well, that was an incredible goal. Middlesbrough backed off, and Di Matteo just kept running with the ball, and eventually thought the only option was to have the shot. And what a strike it was. Just see how much time he has on the ball. There is a simple pass to him. He looks up, he runs with it. Mark Hughes makes a tremendous run here to take the centre-half away. Watch him break away there to the side. There's the space opened up. And Ben Roberts really will be disappointed. That's gone in the centre of goal, right over the top of his head. But it did dip viciously, and it was a tremendous strike.
It may well be the fastest in FA Cup history. We'll just confirm that for you in a moment. The run from Hughes had to open up the space then for Di Matteo.
Stamp would have had a real opportunity with that pass.
Hughes, there are a few players better than him, holding the ball up. Di Matteo. Lovely little ball through. Scott Minto hammering through there.
It was a great ball from Di Matteo there, wasn't it? And Ben Roberts just has that little bit of luck that goalkeepers need, made himself big, and he was hit with the ball and just took enough pace off it.
Juninho just couldn't pull it back. There will be a corner kick. 1 minute of stoppage time played at the end of the 45. Emerson to challenge as well if he can, as because Festa. Good blocking by Dennis Wise. Here's Stack. Festa! The whistle's gone, it won't count. Well, no emotion, no expression on the face of Ryan Robson, but he'll be bitterly disappointed. The header arrowed into the corner, but the assistant referee was flagging over on the far side. Chelsea in front, but certainly not that dominant. Here's Hughes. Maybe they can change all that. Linking with Di Matteo. Hugo Zola. Here's Zola now. Well, Robertson rather lost his bearings. Vickers was there to help him out. Such ingenuity then from Chelsea.
Well, Di Matteo yet again, that ball inside the fullback, but unfortunately Zola's under so much pressure he can't control it.
Fleming's header away. With Juninho, who blocked it away from him. He's got no support at all. Juninho. 1 against 4 defenders. Di Matteo sends it flying to the turf. And surely will be cautioned for that. The hero earlier on is the villain of the piece now. Juninho in full stride till upended by Roberto Di Matteo. on by Beck. Leboeuf slipped by him. That was nearly so costly. Well, Festa arrived on the scene pretty late. That was nearly very embarrassing for Frank Leboeuf, who's normally so short-footed at the back.
Well, he's been so good throughout this game, but took his eye off the ball there, and Festa got his foot to it, just couldn't wrap it round and turn it on target.
Once the play building up around Juninho, but now he's in the central role again. Here's Juninho. That's a wonderful balance. Emerson. Still Emerson trying to plough his way past Juninho, who did really well to stay with him there. Good defending. Zola has only Hughes for support. The exhaustion of the game recruiting, but not for Zola. Still Zola! Marcus stopped by Ken Roberts. He was absolutely right there. That was a wonderful jinking play from Gianfranco Zola. So well then to retain possession. Cutting inside. Well, Roberts almost had his path blocked then. Fleming. Juninho, how Middlesbrough need his sorcery now. Off he goes. Away from Di Matteo. Not from Clark. Away from Scott Minto. Two pretty sturdy challenges there from the Chelsea men. Chip through. Good save from Grodash. Oh, Steve Vickers.
This is a good save from Grodas. He's had nothing to do all this half. He's kept his concentration, spread himself, and gave Vickers really nothing of the goal to aim at.
So here is Di Matteo to Zola, the footballer of the year. Now Scott Minto. Here's Zola again. Dennis Wise. Is he going to be the man to hold aloft the FA Cup in a few minutes' time? Leboeuf to Wise. Now Newton to take it on. He's got Petrescu ahead of him. Hughes. This is Petrescu. Zola. It's in. Eddie Newton has made it two for Chelsea. And surely now the cup is theirs. Eddie Newton, the man who in '94 gave away a penalty as Manchester United stormed the victory. Well, it's a different story today. Big smile from Newton. As Chelsea, to the dismay of Brian Robson, extend their lead.
But it was Newton's run in the first place that opened it up. Ball to Petrescu here. A delightful little ball to Zola at the back post. Zola didn't panic, knew what he had to do. Outside of the right foot. There you go. Nice little goal for you, Eddie.
That's it. The FA Cup belongs to Chelsea. At long last, their 26-year wait for a major trophy is over. Dream finale to Ruud Gullit's first season as manager, as he becomes the first foreign coach to win a major English trophy, shaking hands with his opposite number, Brian Robson. He's a chirpy little fellow, such a character. He'll be loving this moment. Well, he's one of the smallest ever to lift the trophy. Might be too much for him. You better not drop it, Dennis. A moment to savour. Forward by Palmer. Now Harks got away from Dixon. Plenty of Wednesday support arriving. This is Sheridan. Harks again. How can he get his cross in from here? Oh, away by Kevin Campbell. And he's found Wright. Wednesday defenders scampering back. And Wright was going nowhere, but Smith's got it now. And here's a chance for Merson. The first real chance of the game, and he's missed it. Far too comfortable for Chris Woods. And that was a golden opportunity squandered.
Well, that really was a golden opportunity. I doubt if Paul Merson will have a better chance in this game than that one. And Paul Merson will remember that one for a long, long time if Arsenal don't win this cup.
Milligan underneath it, fouled surely by Mark Bright, who's an abrasive and very determined striker. And it's going to be a booking.
That means he's got to be careful now.
So the first caution of the cup final replay. Here it is again.
Here we now see it, and you can see his right elbow go up right into the face of Andy Linighan, and when that happens, I can assure you from experience, that is a very painful experience. We'll see it from the other side. He looks at Linighan, he knows he can't get the ball, and jumps into him. There it goes, bang, straight into the face of Linighan, and certainly deserves the booking that he's got.
Yes, just a hint that Arsenal are getting the measure of Sheffield Wednesday after one or two bright flurries through from Wednesday, but this is right now. Is this going to be the first goal? It is! And it's Ian Wright. The sudden burst of pace, his acceleration took him clear, and as ever, the finish was clinical. 32 minutes gone, and Arsenal, right on cue, take the lead.
And there's Alan Smith through ball again. As I said, they've looked vulnerable in the middle. Chris Woods comes out, tries to make himself big, but Ian Wright has done so many times this season in those one-against-one situations. He's so confident, just chips the ball over the top of Chris Woods, giving him no chance whatsoever.
Now Dixon with the long throw, it would seem, towards Andy Linighan, who's around the 6-yard box. Campbell there too, got the flick on, and just wide. Well, Alan Smith very close there.
So dangerous at set pieces there, and Campbell gets that good flick on, and there's Smith, and he's across the face of Warhurst again, and that's happened too many times in this first half.
And they most certainly have not won this final replay yet. Up goes Bright. This is Hurst. Now Harks popping up on the Wednesday right. And Bright couldn't get there. And it's got in! And it's Waddle! Wednesday pressure has produced an equaliser. And suddenly Sheffield Wednesday back on level terms. And Chris Waddle has replied in style to his critics.
Well, there it goes, the ball to the far post there. Dixon couldn't adjust quickly, and I think you'll find that when Waddle hit that ball, it was actually deflected off Dixon. But here we see a good ball in from Hart, scores the Arsenal defence all sorts of problems. There it goes to Waddle's trusty left foot, and there we see the deflection of Lee Dixon off his heel and into the corner of the net. But it was a good ball by Hawks in the first place. Bright puts Linighan off, and here we see it, trusty left foot. Dixon did what all defenders shouldn't do, turned his back, hit him on the leg, and in it went, giving Seaman no chance.
Nielsen. Janssen won it back. Davis has gone straight to Nielsen. Wednesday are firing now. Hurst in there. And a chance. Oh, for pace from Bright. A few inches the other way, and Wednesday would have been in front.
That's a golden opportunity. Lovely ball from Sheridan, and Hurst puts pressure onto Linighan there, misheads it, and Bright really has just got to hit the target, and he scores, and he kicks right across the ball and drags it against the post. Good challenge from Hurst. Linighan can't cope with it, and there's Bright. Looks like a simple task for somebody like him with his goal-scoring record, but unfortunately kicks across it and hits the outside of the post.
David O'Leary on for Arsenal. This is Dixon. Now then to Davis. Jensen lost it though. He's got a second bite at the cherry. It's Campbell and Merson. Oh, Woods almost saw it sprung away from him. Oh, how did he hold on then?
Here's the chance there for Merson, I think it's coming up now. Here's the chance, he hits it well. It goes through Woods, it's going in, but somehow he turns and has that look that goalkeepers need and bounces onto it. another half a yard and he would have struggled.
Now Davis, Campbell down the middle. Davis has found Winterburn. Off for Smith, no. We're into time added on for stoppages. It's Hurst for Sheffield Wednesday. There's Bright away to his left. Still Hurst. Now, can he finish here? Oh, side netting. Well, that was more like the David Hurst we've seen when he's been fully fit in the season. He's had so many problems with injuries, and he hasn't been at his sharpest. But that was an excellent run.
Oh, certainly. He showed all the pace that we've seen from a fully fit David Hurst there.
Palmer in the way. Waddle releasing Sheridan. Waddle goes Bright. He only needed a touch. Agonisingly close. Great ball from
Superb ball by Waddle. And I'll tell you what, if we hadn't had a haircut in Cup Final week, that would have been 2-1. Without a shadow of a doubt. We'll never come closer than that.
It'll be Winterburn. I will think to hurl along one end towards the towering figure of Linegan. Adams has stayed back. Linegan didn't get there. And it's Jensen, cannoned off the defender and away for the corner. So the drama still to unfold. Here's the corner, and it's Skorinius! Linegan! No! For a moment I thought the linesman was flagging, but at the goal stands, and it's Linegan. Stephen Morrow, the man who missed the cup final because of injuries, celebrating in the crowd. And oh, what contrast in emotions here. Andy Linegan, the last gasp winner it surely is now for Arsenal.
Well, I've said about set pieces, and here he comes, Andy Linegan, up above Mark Bright, and there we go. Chris Woods can't keep it out. He gets a hand to it, but there's too much power in it. And what a way to win a cup final, and how must Sheffield Wednesday feel losing it like that?
Jensen's header away. But that's it, the final whistle. And Arsenal have done it. Well, there's a look of amazement on the faces of some of the Arsenal players. Sheer dejection on those of the Sheffield Wednesday team. But now they can celebrate. Can Arsenal? And well, who would have thought it? Right at the finish, the header from Andy Linegan has won the FA Cup for Arsenal. And what an inspiration this man has been. Tony Adams, he lifted the Coca-Cola Cup just a few weeks ago, and now that is to be followed by the FA Cup. Superb season for Arsenal, and that's it. The cup is heading for Highbury.
Fans playing a massive part in the really bristling atmosphere here. It's a terrific backdrop, but it might be disappointing now. Cathcart gets it away in the end. Well, Cathcart and Doucouré just lost the run there. So he just runs in behind him. Doucouré doesn't see it. It's a good cutback, but Cathcart was up for it. With the space here for Watford. Pereira's in the middle, found by Deulofeu. Watford have got a great chance here. Edison smothers it. The danger not past Manchester City yet. And it has now. And Manchester City were opened up. And Roberto Pereira found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Let's give a bit of credit to Edison as well. There's the counter-attack, that's what they've been looking for. Doucouré with the ball down the line. He times the pass and the weighted it perfectly. The first touch is a good one as well. And he's trying to deceive Edison by putting it into the other corner. Just comes off his leg. Big, big chance.
Mariappa towards Dini. Barrels into Laporte to make sure it drops for De La Feu. Hughes is with it. De La Feu ignores it. Pereira. Hughes. Manchester City with a shot from Doucouré, and they've gone to the referee. Watford complaining there was a handball used there, and whether we'll get some VAR on that. The complaints have gone out of order from Doucouré.
He's the player that's been booked for his argument with the referee. And again, good play from Watford. Started off with Dini winning it. Pereira lays it to Doucouré. Which hand does it hit?
Well, it came up and hit the other hand, maybe hit both. Well, it's a no from VAR. Mahrez, who's took it off. Doucouré backing himself on the ball, but he's lost out. And here's Sterling. David Silva jumping. Get it back again. And David Silva puts Manchester City in front with his first goal of 2019. But what a time to come up with it. Doucouré was at the heart of it, unfortunately for Watford, losing possession, and they never really regained their shape or their composure. And David Silva, the veteran, one of those who won the cup the last time they won it in 2011, makes it 1-0 to City.
There's where Doucouré loses the ball, gets a bit scrappy afterwards, and there's a question mark whether David Silva was offside. Very tight decision, but he wasn't offside. The foot of Cathcart was keeping him onside. From that view there, well played Sterling to head it back into the danger area.
And the foot of Femenia made sure it went in unwittingly. And Manchester City close in on the treble.
Not quite sure Gomez got his angles quite right there. He gave a lot of the far post for David Silva to aim at.
And the touch actually just changed the altitude rather than the latitude. Walker finding a gap for Zinchenko. There's a deflection on that. And Mariappa.
When he plays for the Ukrainian national side, he plays in central midfield. That's where he was originally bought for, to play at Man City.
Certainly vital for Watford. Defend this properly. Like Kapu. The death flick. David Silva. Gives it back to him. Gives it back to Gundogan. And he gets it away. Walker. This is Bernardo Silva. It's a clever ball, and it's 2-0. Gabriel Jesus probably put it over the line. And the worst for Watford, really, to concede a second. Javi Gracia looks down at the grass as if to say, well, that might be that. Can they pull a rabbit out of the hat like they did in the semi-final? He's done what he did in the semi-final, which is score at Wembley.
But this is what we're talking about, those crosses bent from the far side, in behind the back line of Watford. Does really well at the far post. Jesus just gets enough on it. Sterling, does it go over the line? Oh, I'm not sure. But it's a brilliant ball played from the far side of the field, in behind the fullback. Gomez starts to come and doesn't make it.
Jesus is like a proper striker is saying, that's my goal. Sterling couldn't resist it, and why not?
Well, that's one for goal line technology.
Manchester City again. If it's not Sterling's, he's going to try and get one. I'll set up another. And Watford are on the ropes now. Mahrez. And Gomez keeps it at 2.
Brilliant from Mahrez. One or two of his teammates are moaning for not cutting it back. But the way he threatens to play it with his left foot and drags it back across onto his right. No thought other than try and hit the far post. Unfortunately, hits it straight at Gomez. So an easy save for the goalkeeper in the end.
It's a lovely change of direction by Sterling. Gallops into space. Jesus moving his way through. Good start by Gomez. And Brazilian thwarts another.
Well, that was brilliant from Sterling. He changed the whole picture there by letting the ball run, turning away. They thought about having a little dig at him, but didn't. He picks the right pass. It's always going to be difficult for Mariap, but 1v1. Jesus goes down the outside of him. As you said, on this occasion, I think he tries to go between the legs of Gomez. Just about gets them shut in time. It's the knee in the end.
Kyle Walker here. Only just inside him. Cross by Watford's marking. It's a wonderful cross of the ball. Tested the touch of Kafka. He's not been found wanting. He's defended superbly for the most part.
He's defended his penalty box really well. I'm not sure in general play he's been quite so good, but that's a good block from him.
With the signal. Good score at Brighton last week. His goals have been away from the Etihad Stadium, all from set pieces, all headers.
He's very good in the air. Just trying to head that back across. Beats Mariappa. He's good at everything at the moment, Laporte, from what we've seen this season. He's been really top quality.
City just switched off for a moment, and again it was something that on another day, certainly in the semi-final day, would probably have gone in for David Feo.
He thinks back to the first half. David Silva, exactly the same sort of position. He was onside Delafeu. He's got that pace. He gets in behind Company. David Silva hits the target. Delafeu with a wild effort in the end. That's the pace that he's got.
Silva must have do that deliberately. He did.
Well, Will Hughes is away. This is one of those fouls that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was talking about. Just sticks out his arm there. He knew exactly what he was doing. Will Hughes was racing away, going towards the penalty box. But it's a free kick, and can they cause a problem here?
Watford not out of this yet. Jumping, Ferdini to a dangerous area. Piece of filling in the centre of the defending there by Ilkay Gundogan. Sterling is onside, but inside by Femenir. And it's De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne walks it in, and Manchester City are on the road to the treble. The third goal surely decides it. Watford have been playing higher risk football, higher up the pitch, and there was a huge motorway of a road for City to stride into and take full advantage of that. And Kevin De Bruyne has been on the outside looking in for too much of this season, he will feel. His centre stage here.
Well, could Gomez have come that little bit quicker? Sterling plays the ball round the corner here. And at that point, Gomez was outside his penalty box. Then he backed off. Great composure by Kevin De Bruyne. And an easy finish.
Gomez had started to come, backed off. The pass is a good one. Gomez sells himself. Feminier's got no chance on the line. He's only been on a short time, but what great composure from Kevin De Bruyne. You don't expect anything different. That surely is the treble.
There's the man who sent him on to quick and spectacular results. It's a brilliant ball by De Bruyne. He's involved again. Easy going for an own goal, and got numbers back now. Really Kevin De Bruyne not even letting De Bruyne play it out with an ease.
Showing his quality now, Kevin De Bruyne. The noise inside the stadium is magnificent.
Jesus is on here, and this is going to be number 4 for Manchester City. Yes! Jesus runs away. The goal will be subject to review with an offside call, but they're running riot here in the FA Cup final. Even Mike Summerby and his prop would have been proud of that one.
There's the moment where it all happened. Mariappa gets beaten by Jesus. Kevin De Bruyne realises the weight of the pass and the timing had to be right. He stops just here. And Gomez can't do anything about it. There's where he just sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and just rolls it underneath him. Brilliant from De Bruyne and Jesus. What a team Man City are.
Silva, De Bruyne leaning back with the inevitable consequences. Still more than 20 minutes to go.
Look at this for a bit of skill. Goes past some very tight tackles. Capoue can't get close. It's a tired finish in the end from Kevin De Bruyne on his left foot, just leaning back.
Manchester United in the 90s and the 80s had 4-0 wins. Chelsea in 1994 and a replay against Brighton in 83. Rossano, there's no letting up Pep Guardiola. Olivas takes. And Ederson, he thought it was going to pass wide of the goal and realised he had to play it. Time for the cross. Comes out to Etienne Capoue, went in the end to try and place it, I think.
You're absolutely right. He thought about hitting it with his laces, just opened up his foot, tried to bend it into the corner. And that time, Man City got players out to block it. It's not just their football, it's also their defensive play of closing the ball down quickly.
The defence that's been challenged here by the Decoy from Hughes, that will roll pass. They're caught between a rock and a hard place now, Watford, aren't they? Heads up. There's also 8 and 19 involved for Watford. Fist across. Andre Gray trying to pick out Deeney.
Thumbs up from Deeney. It's been hard work for him. He's won the balls in the air, but he hasn't been able to get hold of it in the right areas. Just can't make up the ground.
5 goals in an FA Cup final.
Well, it's brilliantly worked down the left-hand side, and as he's done so many times this season, Sterling coming round the back, passing it into the net. We talked about crosses in the first half. They haven't got big players, but they work it so well, so they roll balls into the box, roll balls across that 6-yard box, and they get players attacking it. Look at the width of the 2 wide players. In this case, Zinchenko out on the left-hand side, Sterling on the right. Bernardo Silva does everything right. What a great cross. Olivas just turns his back, loses the run of Sterling. And Gomez can't quite get enough on it. Brilliant from Bernardo Silva. Just as good from that man there. Got some wonderful players. They've got great spirit, great team understanding. It's all brought together by one of the best coaches we've seen.
Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, it's 6 in the FA Cup final. And Raheem Sterling gets his 3rd. It's history in so many ways here for Manchester City. Almost too much for the man who set it all up. Modest celebrations. Respect for Watford. Well, a couple of years ago they got 6 against Watford in a Premier League game at Watford. Put on a masterclass here, Stuart Robson.
Well, they create the 2v1 in the wide area. Bernardo Silva drags Olivas in. What a cutback it is from Kevin De Bruyne. Gomez makes a good save with his bottom hand, but who's alive, who's alert? It's Sterling, just to tap it in. And what a hat-trick we think it's been.
Here's Olivas. Sharp Manchester City counter-attack. Don't bet against it. Sterling. Well, 7 would have been terrible, even more terrible for Watford. Gomez right to the end. He denied John Stones this time. Watford were nowhere.
It's a trailing leg as well. Just about gets it over the bar. Stones breaking forward from his holding midfield position. Have to have a bit of sympathy for Watford. They always knew it was going to be tough.